Welcome to another episode of Shootin' Straight. I'm Dave.
And I'm Tom, and I'm really excited about this episode.
Why?
Because it's all about my favorite thing in the world, practical pistol shooting. So I'm excited, you're excited, so let's get this episode started. Today's topic is about my favorite thing of all time, and that's practical pistol shooting.
You want to explain how that works?
Practical pistol shooting is when you take like self-defense and a game and you marry them together.
Well, that sounds great. We sent Tom and Colton out to Fairfield, Utah to get a little experience with this game.
And we actually found our way back.
If you're like us, you love shooting, but sometimes standing at a square range shooting at stationary targets can get kind of boring. So today, we're at an IDPA pistol competition to show you how you can spice up your range time and gain some awesome real-world experience.
Stand by!
But from what I've heard though is
Can you tell the viewers a little bit about what IDPA stands for and what kind of competition it is?
IDPA is the International Defensive Pistol Association. It's a defensive-based shooting sport. It's a sport, so it's not exactly defensive, but it has defensive roots, and we try and simulate defensive scenarios as best we can.
I'm ex-military. I carry a gun concealed because a cop is too heavy, and I wanted to shoot something like scenarios, which is what IDP is about. It's a self-defense scenario sport, and I wanted to have fun.
I like the defensive aspect of it. I'm a big believer in using firearms for self-defense, and IDPA is a wonderful sport to train.
I wanted to be able to take care of my boys and myself if something were to, somebody were to break into our home. So it was really important, I thought, to get those skills. And then I was recommended to come out here when I was practicing at the range one day. Someone said, hey, you should come out here and shoot IDPA. And I'm so glad I did. I just love it. It's fun.
So we're about 25,000 shooters worldwide in roughly 50 countries. And it is a sport that anyone can start with handguns that they probably already own.
So tell us about preparing for a stage. What is a shooter experiencing here?
So a group of shooters will accumulate at a stage, and the safety officers, the people that run the shooters through, will give them a safety briefing and a stage briefing. They will read the scenario so that you'll know how many targets, where they're placed, how they have to be shot, whether they have to be shot using cover or while moving. And the shooter then has a chance to walk through the stage, look at the targets and the distances, how difficult they are, see the movers move, because a lot of the stages have the shooter moving or the targets moving, and they'll provide, or they will create a mental picture of how they're going to do it. After all the questions are answered, a shooter will be called. And then there's a shot timer that gives a little beep. And that shooter tries to remember all the things that he was going to do, but much like the little flashy thing in Men in Black, that timer certainly erases my memory about what I was going to do. It's an obvious thing. You shoot the targets that are nearest to you or that are the highest threat. And you use walls and cars and whatnot to hide from imaginary incoming bullets. And in that way, you get to practice a little bit of self-defense without being at risk or at harm, and a little bit of pressure from the timer.
Something that IDPA does in order to help keep things fun and interesting is every stage that you shoot has a scenario, and most matches have a common theme.
Our theme this year is a sci-fi theme, so it's a space travel sci-fi. This stage is based off of one of the Firefly episodes, and we wanted to give people an opportunity to shoot a gun they might not shoot very often. So we're actually shooting a 9mm AR pistol with a suppressor. So the shooter will start with the AR-9 with 6 rounds in it. They shoot 1 shot at each target as fast as they can shoot that shot. Then they set the gun down, that gun, and draw their own, and then shoot the targets again for a total of 3 shots each.
Obviously, a car is really fun to shoot at. It's a great prop for defensive shooting match. We're going to start the stage inside the car, fire a few rounds from inside the car, get out, and finish firing from next to the car. We've had other vehicles in the past where we'll actually fire under them, like under a Suburban or under a truck. That can be pretty fun.
These IDPA events are a perfect place to get practical experience.
And they look like fun too. Stay with us and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Shooting Straight. We last left Tom and Colton out in Fairfield. They were right in the middle of a science fiction competition.
Well, don't get too crazy on us, Dave. One thing about these events is that they're a great place to build your shooting skills and your confidence. Let's get back to it.
One of the things we love about IDPA is that it's open to all types of people, regardless of your skill level or shooting experience.
It's very easy to get into IDPA. I mean, if you have a fairly standard handgun, a couple mag pouches, or even if you don't have mag pouches, you can put them in your pocket.
Yeah.
And a holster, and you understand the basics of drawing, firing, reloading the gun. You're aware of your muzzle direction. Then you're probably ready to go to your first match.
A yearly membership to a parent IDPA organization is $40. A local match is usually $10 or $20 depending on overhead. A match like this is $60 or so. But you use common everyday guns and holsters and whatnot that you probably already own.
A lot of people make the mistake of, they want to wait till they're really good before they go to their first match, but you're not going to win. So just go and have a good time, and you'll learn where your weak spots are.
I came and watched in 1999, and it took me 9 months before I shot my first match, and I wish I had those 9 months back.
What's your favorite thing about it? Why do you keep coming back?
Oh, it challenges me and it improves my skills. Every single time I have a match, I improve just exponentially. It's just awesome.
If a person has not shot a match before, we will give them a safety briefing, a new shooter's briefing, and that will first find out how much experience they have, how much have they fired a handgun, have they ever drawn from a holster, have they ever drawn from a concealment garment that would conceal their gear. From that, you kind of tailor the next steps so that they will enjoy themselves and be safe.
So if you were a new shooter looking to get into IDPA, what are some basic skills that you'd need to work on or drills that you would do to help make yourself a little bit more competitive and comfortable at a competition like this?
So the most basic skill is probably drawing and firing at a 7 to 15 yard target and reloading an empty gun. I mean, if you can do that, you're ready to shoot your first match. So maybe some slightly more advanced skills might be, firing with your right hand only or your left hand only at a target. That's a lot tougher. Eventually, you want to be able to fire on the move. Not a full sprint, but you want to be able to be moving your feet while you're firing. It's going to be useful in an IDPA match.
Okay. It's extraordinarily important to come to events like this because this is really the only way that you can get the practical experience. Anywhere else, you go to like a regular range where you're standing and shooting behind a bench, you're just shooting at stationary objects. Here you're moving and you're from cover, and I don't know any other way you can get this type or that type of experience than shooting here. So
tell us a little bit about firearms safety and how that's taught here in the IDPA organization.
So it is one of our paramount goals. Our safety rules, and there's actually several pages of them, are based on Colonel Cooper's 4 basic safety rules. All guns are always loaded. Never put your finger on the trigger until your sights are on the target. Be sure of your target and what's behind it. And now I'm going to mess up and forget the fourth one. But they are the cornerstone for all of the rules that we have in the sport. You will learn good gun handling and good safety from IDPA. There's no other choice. If you do anything even the tiniest bit unsafe, let's say that I have an empty gun and I accidentally pointed at my leg, I go home, I'm done. I'm DQ'd for the day. There is absolutely no giving in on safety in any of the shooting sports.
Being a mom puts a completely different spin on things. I'm no longer about protecting myself and making sure I'm okay, but I'm more interested in making sure my family's okay. And my husband sometimes travels for work, and it just hit me one night. When he was traveling, I would hear little noises and would wonder, oh, is someone breaking into the house? And that's the moment I knew I needed to get some education and some experience in shooting and to buy my first pistol. So being not just a competitive shooter, but learning these skills and coming out and practicing them gives me an enormous amount of confidence, and that really it's something that you can't buy. It's something that gives you that peace of mind, knowing that if someone were to attack you, were to attack your children, or to break into your home, you know at that point you can protect them.
All right, Colton, now that you've seen it, let's give you a little chance to experience the action. All right, here we go, Colton. Shooter ready. Stand by. Cover. And the last target back there. All right, so finish on load, show clear. Slide forward, pull trigger, and holster. 3 pretty good shots, so not bad for your first time. Whenever somebody tries to shoot like this, everyone thinks that everyone's going so fast, but the main purpose is to see the sights and pull the trigger straight back to the rear. But make sure you're watching that front side and things should turn out just well.
Man, so I've actually had a lot of fun here today. I've never been to an IDPA match before, and it's been cool to come out here and see what you guys are all about.
Yeah, I've had a blast shooting IDPA. I've been shooting it for about 6 years, and so I like to come out here, I like to compete, and I like to be a safety officer, which is kind of like part safety and then part ref, you know. And so that's been fun, but I learn something new every time I come out and shoot IDPA, and I shoot a bunch of different sports, but IDPA is the one I love, you know. I would like to see you come out here and start rocking your XDS.
I would love to come out here and start this. This looks great. And like you said, I mean, $20 to come out here and shoot something like this. Yeah. How long, I mean, you helped set this up. How long did it take to even set this thing up?
Things like this, I mean, they do take a lot of work, and it's a volunteer organization. So that's how we get these things put together, but it's a great, and I think I would encourage everybody who has a gun to come out here and give it a shot. Things are about to get hot and sweaty. In this challenge, our personal hygiene got pushed to the outer limits.
I'm sorry I had to miss this. I had to go to a wedding.
A wedding? What are your priorities, Dave? We're shooting guns.
Happy wife, happy life.
So cast your minds, if you will. It's 100+ degrees, and there's 3 adults in the back of a broken down 1996 Honda Civic.
Yeah, maybe going to the wedding was a good idea after all.
Well, stay tuned to the very end, because the most embarrassing part of my life is about to happen.
Really? What happened?
Stay tuned. The challenge from the producers. Because it can't be straightforward.
Nope. What do we got?
All right, part of being a great defensive shooter is being able to use common skills in an uncommon situation. Today you will need to find and load a magazine in a unique situation. We have placed several empty magazines of various calibers along with the magazine loaded with your caliber in this full purse of stuff. First you will need to locate your empty magazine from the purse.
Is that your purse stuff?
No, mine aren't usually that big.
That's a big purse.
Got the purse.
That's a big purse, and I know we got a lot of magazines. Now the tricky part, you'll need to load your magazine to the vision capacity. Your teammates will be in the backseat car holding 3 ammo cans with different ammo types. You may pick 1 round at a time without looking, going from can to can until your magazine is loaded to the vision capacity.
Good thing it's not hot and humid and we're not all in the back seat of a car. That would be terrible.
That would be. It's a nice day to do this challenge.
This is a timed event. The guys in the back seat may not hinder your search, but you should expect some smack talk. Have at it.
So am I not allowed in the back seat? So am I not?
Absolutely.
Actually, you're actually going first.
Oh.
We're getting carjacked! Come on, save us!
You guys
Why are you
suck.
carrying your purse?
Holy crap!
God damn it. It's
Leather attack! Stop it! Oh, I'm gonna be mean to you. I'm gonna be mean to you.
That's my candy! That's my candy!
My candy! I will turn this car around! I will turn this car around!
Wrong one! Out of order!
Out of order. Go back.
15-minute penalty.
How many is that? 10. That's 2. It's 2.
Who's at 9?
Gosh, it stinks in this car and it's hot.
Sorry! You shouldn't have given me pizza before we started.
You're getting beat by a dog. I like it.
3.
Shake, 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 shake that back, boys. Shake that back.
Tell me when you're at 9, Colton. Tell me when you're at 9.
No.
Yeah, tell me when you're at 9. I want to know when you're at 9. You got beard sweat. Like I feel like I'm bathing in everyone else's juices.
I have your armpit sweat on my arm. Start rocking the car back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Yeah. Take that, Tom. Take that, Tom. How do we like that? Come on, that's 9 seconds.
I literally can't.
There it is.
Can't use my own car.
Is that 8?
Oh man, that was 8 before.
Get
No,
out of
8!
the car!
8! I'm done! Cheater. 5 seconds off this time.
Time!
Nope, nope.
No, it's gotta be in! Oh, how the heck did you do that so fast?
Right, 9?
Don't look!
I had a maniacal Stephanie moment.
Don't look!
There's no more 9 in the bag. Now there's 9 in the bag. I got 10. Colton, because we are friends and I don't want you to load to 10, that's the wrong magazine. That's a CZ mag.
Give me your magazine, I'll blow you.
There's no Smith & Wesson mags in here! Who the hell?
It's so hot in here, but I can't help it.
You put it in the side pocket! That doesn't even count!
You got it!
Whose bag was I in?
Is this count? Is this
We pulled them out of the right bag.
That's true.
Whose bag is he on? But I feel bad for me because I have a sweat mustache. Really bad. And a beard.
9.
And probably a little soul patch.
Come talk to me when you look like this.
I almost,
And immediately gain a
I
hair
almost
count.
do.
10. All right, that's 10. Freaking 10.
Ah, you did it.
Now that we're out of Stephanie's gas chamber,
It was Dan.
I don't know who it was. I just know what I smell. Anyways,
I'm proud.
so now we got to shoot an IDPA stage. So Robert, why don't you show us and walk us through how the stage is going to work?
So this is a really simple stage. What we're going to end up doing is we're going to have you guys sitting in the car, and we're going to shut the door. And how it's going to work is you're going to start. The gun's going to sit up on the dashboard. You're going to shoot. You're going to start. And you're going to shoot this target right here, T1. You're going to swing the gun back over, pick up these 2 targets right here. The gun's going to go back over and shoot that target.
The far one back there.
All the way to the far one. Okay. At that point, you're going to get out of the car and take a knee, shooting through the window here. You're gonna engage these last 3 targets. We're gonna time you, and we'll see how you do. Are you ready?
Ready.
Stand by. Stand by. Stand by.
Stand by. It's
Good job,
you,
Steph.
Steph. Well, we finished both parts of the challenge, which I have to say, I was used to the second part, but the first part was
That threw me for a loop.
That, it was a little rough.
Excuse.
It's like a normal day in the car for
When
me.
you shake the
with my
purse
family.
out and the magazine that you're supposed to have is zipped up in a compartment because somebody might have sabotaged you.
What are you talking about?
Things happen.
I know nothing
Things happen
about
for
that.
strange
This
reasons.
is why you don't purse carry, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, don't do that.
So we took the time. We took the times from the terrible Civic that's in there, so we like to thank UDPL for that. And then we added the times of our shooting, so we kind of evened it out for everybody. So Robert, do us the honors and hand out the shame and the glory.
So, in fourth place, Colton with 150.28 seconds.
That's a golf clap.
Dead last.
Hey, but 19 seconds on the shooting. 19 seconds on the shooting. That's pretty good.
What was the fastest shooting time, though?
Well, that was me.
The fastest shooting time was Tom with 13.38 raw.
Number 3. But here, let me hear it.
Number 3, Tom Nelson, 136.38 seconds.
So if I only loaded one mag, I would have
Good
beat
job,
you
Tom.
still.
Yeah, and if some people wouldn't shake the freaking bags of ammo, it might have been
talking about?
just
That
my
is-
little bit.
I had the
easier.
same disadvantage going, though.
I had the bag shaking on mine too.
Oh.
I do own a purse.
Second
so
place.
maybe I had an
That's true.
advantage.
Dan, 106.44 seconds.
I'm about to bring it up here.
Don't start laughing now. Be gracious.
Start laughing.
Be
I'm not
gracious. Don't do it now. Be gracious.
No, no.
Like a statue. Wait. Like the Academy Awards, you just sit there and you're just like, it's not going to be me. And then read it. And this is how you act. Go ahead, read it. Robert, watch.
Stephanie with 99.7 seconds is our winner.
Can't believe it.
These are my lucky socks. I knew I should have worn them today. Check those
This competition was rigged. Lucky
she-
socks,
them in
that's
weeks.
cheating.
You broke 100, so she shot.
Yeah.
Your car time was 109. Stephanie, what'd you take away from this?
I'm gonna sign up. That was a blast.
This
Get
was
your
a lot
heart
of fun.
pumping,
This
so
is
it's
no
more
pun
like a
intended.
real type scenario, as real as it can be.
That was several
So
blasts.
I think it's definitely something I'm gonna do.
So for me, like on a day where Robert beats me on a real match by 0.8 of a second, I get to come bring more people in and we get to share the fun. It makes it all worth it. Dan?
I think if I'm going to do a competition like this again, I'm going to get a full-size gun. It's hard to do with a subcompact, but it was still pretty fun. I really enjoyed it.
Well, I had a lot of fun too, especially when we were here shooting at that competition. It was really cool to see everybody. This is definitely something I want to get into. And one of these days, I'm actually going to get my own gun so I don't have to borrow Tom's anymore.
So you know what magazine is actually yours.
Yeah, so I can actually identify my
That's
own
my
magazine.
magazine.
Sorry to
I
give
looked
you
at
my
7 rounds and a
fancy
CZ
guns.
before I realized, yeah. No,
Well, if you want to come head
it's
out
your
here
own
and
guns.
shoot with me, Robert, and anyone else who comes by, head on over to udpl.net, and there you're going to find your schedule and everything. So come join IDPA, come shoot at UDPL, and we'll have a blast. So be safe and keep shooting straight.
Just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said, ooh, shut up and dance with me.
And get it out.
We are victims of the night. The chemical, physical kryptonite. Was to the base and the fading light. We were bound to be together, bound to be together. She took my arm. I don't know how it happened. Stand back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. I said, shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said, ooh, shut up and dance with me.
It's really hot.